Hola.
What is going on, everybody? It is time for your ICWP reacts, baby. We reacting to certain things that people say or people write or people put in listices. We reacting to it right now at this particular moment. Yes, listices is a word, Casey. It's a word, and I know it. Word. Anyway, we talking about the top 15. I think is it top 15? Anyway, 15 championships that no one, not your grandma, not your mama, not your crazy uncle, not your left foot, not his right foot, cares about. Nobody, none of them. Okay, we talking
Like
about
a
this.
heavyweight title. Yeah.
Shut up! Don't count. They cheating. Anyway, first off, I want to say any championship that is defunct that is on this list is a cop out. It is a cop out. It's too easy to put titles that are defunct on the list because no one really cares about most of the defunct titles anyway. Like, let's be honest. Like there's a couple we really care about, like the European title, which is on this list. The light heavyweight championship, not really, but still, light heavyweight championship. And the winged title, the world championship, the wing one. Everybody loves that one. Well, like other than that, like a lot of these defunct championships, we just kind of like, I'm glad they're gone. But anyway, they cheating. I think they cheated when they wrote this. Who wrote this article? Christopher Flynn, sir.
Cheater. Wait. Is he related to Frankie Flynn? Is he?
He might be. He might be the king of Broadway and Frankie the Prince. You know, it could happen. But anyway, number 15 is the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with this one being on the list. I would agree with this being on the list simply because it hasn't been back long. But I think the biggest issue is there's no reason for us to care. They never gave us a reason to care, and now we just don't care. And like, I mean, I like the Neville Austin Aries stuff, but still, it just feels like this would be just a really good feud. It doesn't necessarily need the Cruiserweight Championship. I think the only great purpose that the Cruiserweight Championship has served for basically WWE in general is giving some of these newer guys a spotlight, giving guys like Neville, who really didn't have a chance on the main roster when he first came in, a spotlight and a good character to run after and do well with. Guys like Rich Swann, guys like Noam Dar, who may not have the chance to be great on the main roster at this moment, but I think the Cruiserweight Championship, although no one cares about it, the division has given some of these guys a chance to shine a little bit. I feel like. That's just my personal opinion. Casey, number 15, the Cruiserweight Championship. What do you think? Thoughts on it? Discuss it.
I'm gonna discuss this and react this. Yeah. First of all,
that sounds like something from like a superhero movie. I'm not gonna lie. I cast discuss this.
First of all, I'm gonna get the aesthetics out of the way. I still hate this belt. I do. The shape of it I just don't like it, and the fact that it's a purple strap, I don't know. I think certain belts you can put a colored strap on it, but it just doesn't work for me. But I think the main issue is they except for like the occasional cruiserweight match on Raw, they haven't pushed the cruiserweight division outside of the network. So for people who don't watch the network regularly, nobody really knows about it. I think they needed from the beginning to be like, hey, this is here. You should watch this, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not necessarily put it on the network, put it as a weekly show on cable, because still to this day, more people watch just on TV than have the network. So just putting it right on the network, I think, was an issue. So to this point,
I think one of the biggest issues too is they didn't, like, the Cruiserweight Classic was so great, but they didn't introduce the fact that it was going to be for the title till the very end. And I think that was dumb, because I think that brings prestige to the title too, because all of these men fighting for this one title that's supposed to mean so much.
Well, and I think also what they should have done is, Obviously, like you just said, they should have let us know from the beginning that it was for the Cruiserweight title. But they should have brought back not the exact, replica of the previous title, but something, similar to the previous title just to get those old fans back. Okay, the Cruiserweight's title is back. Let's get excited about it. And then you could have changed it. I think just bringing this new title in,
it was too gimmicky too. When we talked about this,
we need that nostalgia back from the original Cruiserweight division that we don't have, I feel like.
All right. Did you have any thoughts on the title in general? I think you kind of gave them.
Yeah, I hate that title. I hate it.
just hate it. It's the absolute worst.
It's a title that I want to like, but I can't. It's ugly. It hurts my eyes. Like whoever made that design should be fired. Like I know people like it, but like no, stop it. Stop it.
All right. This one is gonna shock some people. Number 14, the NXT Tag Team Championships, and I think just the fact, like when I say 14 NXT, you should probably be offended if you're an NXT fan. This one I thought was completely off the wall. This might have been just to stir up a little controversy because he doesn't really like the titles or something like that. Maybe he's not a fan of the Authors of Pain or something. I didn't read exactly what he said. I just kind of looked at the main headline of the whole each slide. So I don't necessarily know his particular issues. I will look at them to kind of see what exactly the issues were. But to me, like I feel like the NXT Tag Team titles, if you're gonna put them on there, you got to put the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team titles, in my opinion, because if you're gonna rank Tag Team Championships in WWE right now, the NXT Tag Team titles are gonna be at the top. The NXT, as far as the tag team division, when it comes to championship matches, they're doing it right. Period. Especially with the tag team division, with the tag team psychology. Like the tag team psychology is off the charts in NXT. We saw with the Revival, we saw with DIY, we saw with a variety of different teams, the Ascension teams that haven't done anything on the main roster, but like we've seen some great things out of this NXT tag team division. Has it had its times where it was kind of Yeah, somewhat, but I think too, like it's never been like necessarily a down period. It may have been like it's okay period. I think the time when the Lucha Dragons won it, it was kind of the time when Blake and Murphy won it, it was kind of I don't know if we really know how to feel about the Authors of Pain because they're bigger. It's kind of but like when the NXT Tag Team Championship scene is great, it's amazing. When you had the Revival battling DIY and battling American Alpha and all of this, like I felt like that's when it was kind of at its peak, in my opinion, and the Ascension back when they were doing their thing as well. But Casey, thoughts on number 14, the NXT Tag Team Championships? You look like you disagree with me, but I know you don't. So like,
go read the description right now of what he said about these titles. You'll see what I'm reacting to right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to kind of similarly what I said about the Cruiserweight title. I think the only reason people don't necessarily maybe people he pulled or whatever don't really care about it is just because it is on the network and not as many people get to see it. But they've done I think the tag team division in NXT has always been really good. The tag team championship matches have always been really good. We've always been into, who's going to be the next number one contenders. We're always excited about it. I like the original design of the tag team titles. I kind of like the new ones too, but I think they're generally really good titles. And while they shouldn't be on this list at all, if they have to be, okay, I'm all right with them being this low. Like if they were any higher, I'd be like, whoa, no, Mr. Flynn, no. But yeah, you read that, you read it, and
yeah. Like I don't get how it's not keeping the fans invested, because I feel like you have to kind of slice NXT into its own little thing, own little niche. Because not everybody's gonna like it. Let's be honest. But like I feel like you got to remember, like you're not promoting the NXT tag titles to the main roster audience. You're promoting them to the audience in Full Sail, the audience in wherever they happen to go. And I haven't seen a match where they've been like, you know what? I'm just not gonna watch this match. I'm gonna go to the bathroom during this particular tag team title match. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't agree with his particular point. But that's just number 13, the TNA. Who's TNA? Who's that? The TNA World Beer Drinking Championship. I actually don't remember this championship. And two, I feel like this is one of those championships, and maybe this is just me being a TNA fan, and I defend TNA probably more than I should. But like then again, TNA gets stupid criticism all the time. But this was a gimmicky championship that were you really supposed to care about it? Like, is this one of those titles where I'm supposed to be like, you know, this right here, this World Beer Drinking Champ? I remember this. Wasn't he doing something with EY or something?
I don't know, but I love the fact that it's a replica of the spinner belt with a beer bottle taped on it.
Yeah. I just thought like I just felt like this was like for a gimmicky title. Like, of course, no one's gonna care about it. It's gimmicky. Like, no one really cares about gimmicky type championships. So I'm not necessarily like do I say I care about this title? No. So do I kind of agree? Yes. But then again, once again, it's kind of a cop out. Casey.
Next. I'm not even.
Okay.
Come on now, like really, it's like putting Zack Ryder's Internet Championship on here. Like, come on, really, at least put legitimate titles on here. Come on now.
Okay.
Number 12. I love you the man, and I don't know how you get them women's, but
true. He do be winning. He be winning. He might not be winning championships, but he's still winning. Number 12.
Championships.
Number 12. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Yes. I would agree. But then again, I don't think the SmackDown Tag Team team has been nearly as bad as the Raw Tag Team team. Now, I don't remember where the Raw Tag Team titles are in this list, or if they are in this. Because I feel like you can't say, well, what have you done for me lately, and put the Raw Tag Team titles on there just because the Hardys are holding them right now. I still don't think it's been a great division per se. I've honestly been more impressed with SmackDown's tag team division with, you know, the Usos doing their whole little rebranding. American Alpha was there, but like I didn't necessarily care about them, so I guess that kind of puts them on this list. It was Slater and Rhino, so I can kind of understand why people wouldn't care about these, because after a while, after the Slater and Rhino, the whole hoopla went away. Like, it's not as fun anymore. But I could agree with the SmackDown Tag Team titles being on this list after much deliberation just now with myself. Casey.
Yeah. I mean, to me, to an extent, both of them, just because, and I had this argument, or I put this argument out there back around when they did the brand split. You know, just bringing back all the titles, bringing back a Raw tag team title, bringing back a SmackDown tag team title, bringing back
Smack team. That's what we need. A Smack team. We need that. That is that.
Bringing a Raw title, bringing a SmackDown title. It spreads it too thin, and you ultimately end up not caring about these titles because there's just too much going on to really kind of invest in the title. And I'm not even gonna lie, I can't even remember who the champions are right now. So
I think it's the Usos, I think.
Probably.
I think. Yeah, because the Usos going up against the Fashion Police, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 11, and this one's gonna hit Casey hard right in the gut, I think. The WWE European Championship. Um,
Bruh.
I disagree because I like the European Championship. Um, I always like the European Championship. I like it more than I like the U.S. title, which I don't think made this list, which was weird. I think it's weird, and I'll wait because for anyone who hasn't seen the list, I'll wait on this. But I feel like I like this title. Like I like this title. Like I thought this title was a pretty good title back when in the Attitude Era. I I guess sometimes like people try to pull stuff away from the Attitude Era, like because the wrestling quality wasn't always, I guess, up to par where it is now. I guess I don't know. Like I feel like maybe that's what people try to say, they don't care about this title anymore. But then again, like I said before, it is defunct. So if you don't care about it, it's just because you're not thinking about it anymore. There's no reason for you to care about it. So that's a cop out. You cheated. You treated Christopher. You treated Christopher. You treated, dang on
it. you're a treater.
You're a treater. Casey, number 11, the European champion.
Again, to me, this is just another. And I don't know this fella personally. I don't. He might be a cool guy. I don't know, but I think this is a cop out again. It's a defunct title, but at the same time, I mean, yes, to an extent, it was kind of second fiddle to the Intercontinental title at the time. A lot of really good wrestlers held that title. I believe William Regal held it. British Bulldog was the inaugural champion. There was a bunch of really good guys that held that title, and it was good when I think for all the shortcomings that people say about the Attitude Era, I think okay, the wrestling wasn't always the best, if you're a purist, whatever, but they made you care about the titles. You always cared about the titles. You cared about the WWF Championship. You cared about the European title. You cared about the Intercontinental title. You cared about the Hardcore title, the tag team titles. That's the one thing they made you care. And now it's to the point where, like we were just talking about the SmackDown tag team titles, we just don't care because they don't book them well. This is feels like just a cop out because it's defunct.
Speaking of defunct, we got the WWE Divas Championship.
Yes, this is terrible.
I would agree too. And even when you put it back, you put it back into the fold, even when it was a championship, no one cared about it. So like I can agree with this, even though it is defunct, it should be defunct. And we asked for it for so long too. Like it took forever for us to get this title gone and out of our eyesights. But I mean, it did have some good times. When AJ Lee was holding it was always good. When Paige won it for the first time, that was all. That was a good time. But I feel like it kind of had this stigma with it. Girls are girly; they can't wrestle 2-minute matches. And I think that's why no one really cared about it. Casey.
Oh, and also, it was a big ass butterfly. Just saying, like
that's actually how I'm with all my titles. Big old butterfly.
Like, just from the beginning, I feel bad for the title itself because from the beginning, like it was doomed for no one to care about it. It was a big butterfly. Like fans didn't care about it. You could tell a lot of the women who carried it hated it or didn't care about it. I think AJ Lee even said she hated that title. Paige didn't like the title. Even though I think we were just okay with it with them because we were happy they were champion. Just the idea of them being champion, not necessarily the belt that they were carrying. We would much rather have them have the women's championship than the Divas championship. I don't know.
All right. Number 9.
Yeah, I can't.
Number 9, the NWA Championship. In my opinion, I don't know if Casey disagrees. I agree with this. And I agree with this because what in the heck is the NWA even doing now? Like you can bring up Prestige all you want to, but I don't care about this title anymore. I might have cared about it when Rhodes and Flair and Harley Race were winning the doggone title when it was the most prestigious title in professional wrestling, period. But now, do I care about it? No. The NWA is not on my television set every single week or once a month or in my neighborhood. So I don't care about it. Like it may have been prestigious at one time. I mean, shoot, I cared about it more when it was NWA TNA. like I cared about it more then than I do now. This is my opinion. Casey.
How dare you disrespect this title? How dare you?
I mean, let's be honest. This title belongs on the ground where Shane Douglas threw it.
You will show respect to the current NWA champion, Tim Storm. That man is 52 years old, and he still be doing it. He's still out there in NWA. He be doing it. I don't know. Like, to me, I still care about it, you know, just for the prestige of it. I don't know. I don't know how old this Flynn fella is, but that could be part of it. Just being younger, you're obviously not. Even if you say, you know, oh, I love old wrestling, you're not gonna like. I don't care. Like, I don't know. I still prestige wise, I care about it, but like as an actual title anymore, I can get that just because the NWA is kind of it's there, but you're not seeing it all the time, so it's not, you know, you don't care about it. But I don't know. That one's tough, I think.
All right. Number 8. You're wrong, sir. I ain't even said the doggone title yet, and I'm already mad about this one. Okay. The Impact Wrestling World Championship. Get the out of here, bruh. Don't come to me talking about how the Impact Wrestling World, TNA, whatever we want to call it, World Championship doesn't mean anything when you haven't watched TNA since Hulk Hogan was running the show in 2013. I want to hear it. And then again, out of a lot of world championships, the TNA World Championship has been the most consistent. Bruh, stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. I mean, you go look back through the list of names that's held this title. Even recently, that's held this title. Lashley, top of his game right now. Even El Patron with his one-day run. Like, you know, okay, I'll take it. EC3 in his prime. Back when Chris Sabin held it, it was a surprise. He made use of the opportunity. Casey liked Chris Sabin. I mean, like stop commenting on TNA if you haven't watched it. And if you watch one episode and say you watched it, you haven't watched it. So stop it. Casey.
You know, this is a cop out. Everyone knows TNA went out of business 15 years ago. I don't know. This is another tough one because it's just people hate on TNA so much anyway. So like,
you just kind of expected it to be on the list.
Yeah, it's like, oh, whatever. You're gonna put that on the okay, whatever. We care about it, but you know, whatever. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't put it on my list that I don't care about, but I don't know. It's like if you put Kmart on the top 10 list of stores people don't care about anymore. I mean, I work there, but like, I get it. I get it. Like, I understand.
Okay. Number 7, WWF World Martial Arts Heavyweight Championship.
The hell is
sure.
this?
I don't even know what this is. Yeah, of course I don't care. I don't know. Like, how do you even know what this is? like, bruh. Casey, do you have any comments or shall we move on? Because
I'm gonna have to Google this title because is that let me read a little bit about this. Oh, Antonio Inoki. Okay. You got me. Okay. Yeah, I still don't care about it.
All right, agreed. Number 6, the Impact Wrestling X Division Championship. Bruh, like I think it's hard to say that we don't care about it when Casey and I are always talking about how the matches are great. We just want more consistency, and we just wanted to kind of, we just wanted to continue to develop and continue to be back to where it was. So it's hard to say we don't care about it when we're cheering for it to be successful. Casey.
Yeah, and you go back to the fact that this title basically helped build TNA to the heights that it was. I mean, I'm not saying it's the height that TNA currently right now is the best it's ever been, but when it was the best it's ever been, the X Division title and the X Division helped get it to that point. And secondly, I still don't know where this man got his picture. This man it got a purple strap with a red logo. I don't remember ever it having a purple strap and a red logo. I don't remember that.
I agree. Number 5, the TNA Legends title. I once again another defunct title, but I would like I'm gonna go in the middle of this because I think the majority of fans don't care about this title. This title, the Legends the Legends title, King Mountain title, the whatever else it was called title. What was the other title? What was it called?
Television title.
Television title. Like a lot of people don't care about it, but then again, they booked it like it was supposed to be the greatest thing of all time every single time they brought it back. They were like, this title right here, this gonna be the future every time. So like from a booking standpoint, I'm not necessarily upset with it. Casey.
I didn't have a problem with them booking it like it was going to be the greatest thing of all time. My problem was I don't feel like they gave it enough time and booked it the right way. That's why they kept having to, let's rebrand it as something else. And we've said this before. When you have to rebrand a title, you failed with that title. Just throw it away. Just get it out of it. But I personally thought it was the best when it was the King of the Mountain title. You have to defend it on top of the mountain. I'm just saying they didn't do that. I don't know. It was a title I wanted to care about, but they didn't book it right. So I was like, eh. And it's defunct. So, I'm just saying.
Number 4, the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Bruh.
I disagree. Because, and I think, like we said with the X Division Championship, if we talk about how much we want it to be back to where it was, that probably means we care about it at least a little bit. We talk about how we want to care about it, and we try to care about it, and the main thing we try to do all the time is care about it. I think we care about it. I still think at times the Intercontinental Championship, is great. It just depends on who's holding it. Sometimes it struggles, but when the Miz freaking holds the doggone title, it's like the greatest thing of all time. I don't know why, but dang on it, it is. Casey?
You know how much I hate giving the Miz any sort of credit ever. Hate it. Can't stand. But then he makes you care about that title. We do care about that title because, like you said, we want it to be back to the prestige that it used to be. But he gets it to the closest because he consistently has it. He tweets about it. He posts pictures about it. He always carries it, and it's almost like a throwback because he wears the nice suits. He'll tell you that it's the greatest championship. He'll tell you why he's the Intercontinental title. He'll tell you why you should care about this title. I think that's part of the reason of why we don't care about a lot of these titles that are not defunct, because champions don't tell you, they don't make you believe that title is as good as it should be.
Yeah. And that's what I've been saying for the longest time. Like, all you gotta do is tell us that this title is the main event, and we'll be like, you know what? I think we should try it.
That's what the Patriots organization did with Tom Brady. They just told the fans he's the greatest of all time, and they're like, okay, okay. And they was like, he don't cheat. Oh, they were like, okay. Everybody else know the truth though.
All right, number three. Also, real quick before we get to number three, with number four, the U.S. title didn't make this list. How? If the Intercontinental Championship made this list, how in the world did the U.S. title not make this list? I need to know. I need a thorough explanation. Anyway, number three, the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship. No, this is the greatest title of all time. Dang on it, the greatest. I got a replica somewhere in this house. I got a replica of this belt. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. This is my favorite championship of all time. Well, besides Smoking Skull, because that was my boy Stone Cold back in the day. But number two, the light heavyweight championship of the world, baby, and Florida. I mean, S.A. Rios, man. S.A. Rios, man. Tajiri.
Can you name three more? Without looking it up, can you name three more?
Him, and that guy. All of them. The great. Oh,
his camera and mic is out now. You real low now. You real low. We can't hear you. He'll be right back. We having some technical difficulties, probably because of the light heavyweight championship. It's so terrible that it actually ruins the broadcast. That's how bad that title is. It just ruins the broadcast.
Bruh, I hate my computer. Anyway, yeah, I'm sad. I mean, that's how great this title is, man. Like, it literally made my computer break. Casey, did you have any thoughts?
See, the problem with this title, or the problem with any title, is it's bad if you can't remember more than two champions that aren't pictured with the title. I'm just saying, like, I honestly cannot think of anyone else who held that title except I knew S.A. Rios from the beginning, but I can't. And plus the only reason this title was even made was to try to compete with WCW and the Cruiserweight Championship at the time. So, just saying, like,
I'll be disrespecting my favorite. Like,
I'm not saying it's a bad title. I'm just saying it's not a good title.
It's the greatest of all time. He got it on the wrong list. That's what happened. He got it on the wrong list. He was thinking about it. He was like, I just need another title put in here. I don't put it up in here high because, when I make my greatest titles of all time, I'm going to throw it in there real highlight number one or something, So I get it.
He didn't make a mistake. I'm just letting you know that he ain't made a mistake. The only mistake he made, he didn't put it high enough.
Number two, the WWE Universal Championship.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what, like, do I care about it?
No.
No. I really don't. Like I don't know if I care about it or not because it's one of those titles where it's weird within itself. but I like Kevin Owens running with it. I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird title, like the Universal Championship. No, I don't care about this title. First off, Brock Lesnar's holding it right now, and that kind of hurts it a little bit because this man don't show up, so I don't even know it's a real title. Second off, I don't even remember who else held the doggone title besides Kevin Owens. Like before Kevin Owens, who held this title though? I need to know. I know Finn held it for a day. I got that.
Finn Balor.
Who was the one after Finn Balor? It was Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yeah.
So I don't know, like Goldberg. Goldberg also held it.
Yeah. And he's gone again. He'll be back again. You know, we having some. The higher we get in the list, the worse the titles get, and the more he leaves.
Well, I guess my microphone is now connected to my webcam because when one goes out, the rest go out. I don't know why. But do you have any more thoughts on the Universal?
I've hated this title since the beginning, and I think most fans have. I mean, you can go on YouTube and watch the reaction when they unveiled this title. It wasn't a yeah, it wasn't a boo, it was kind of a that's the like it, and I think it had potential. There's too much red. They have it on Brock Lesnar right now, which just stop it. Stop giving that man the title and then him leave for like 6 months. And then you're like, why don't they care about the title anymore? And it's like, because we haven't seen it. Like, bruh. We can move on to the worst title ever now.
The worst title ever in life. Number one, the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE version.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong. Like, bruh, they just tarnished this title so bad. Like this, like taking the NWA title and trying to recreate NWA and then destroying it. Vince McMahon held this doggone title. I'm done. Like Vince McMahon held this title at a point where it wasn't even logical. At least when he held the WWE World title at that one point, at least it was logical. Like at least he was in this whole thing with Austin. Like he was deep in it. In this, he was just kind of there. Like, you know, I'm Vince. I can hold this title. And I think he was bald too. So that just, I mean, that just, bro. After being shaved by our current president of the United States, all of this just, okay. And whatever.
I'm trying. I can think of, other than Jack Swagger and apparently the Undertaker. I don't remember the Undertaker holding this title, but the picture shows him with it. I remember Mark Henry, Matt Hardy, and Vince.
Like, I remember Lashley, I think, too. I think. Was that the new title, though? I think that was the old one.
That was the old one that he had. The one that didn't look like crap and wasn't the ugliest thing in the world. Yeah. Oh. Jeff Hardy got the WWE Championship, and Matt Hardy got this. Like, let that just sink in. Like,
now we talk about the man who created WWE, like this man, bro.
He held the title that deleted ECW.
Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, Lord, why they do that to ECW? Why they do them like that, bruh? Like, I would have expected them to do it to WCW, but ECW, really? Really? Come on.
It's Vince though. He would do that to any company.
Cool. But anyway, we will see you guys next time for another ICWP discusses. We discuss this is a certain topic or a certain event or a certain article, certain slideshow, whatever. We would discuss this again. But hope you guys enjoyed. Please, in the comments or on Twitter at ICW_podcast, be sure to let us know what your top 15 championships that nobody cares about. What will be your 15? Or do you agree with this list? Like, let us know. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Share the video, share it with your friends, get the debate going, get it going so they can be like, bruh, the ECW title, the greatest of all time, they need to stop. It could happen. It won't.
You would be wrong. You would be wrong.
But anyway, be sure to hit the subscribe.
What?
All this ECW talk, I can't talk no more. Like all this ECW talk is got all up in the mouth area, and I can't do it no more. Hit the subscribe button, please. It's kind of a tongue twister. They go there, they can't even. Bye. See you. Bye. Subscribe. Help me out with my tongue twisters, please. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Impact Wrestling review coming up soon. Hopefully I can talk for that one. Probably can't. We'll see you guys next time. Evan Boring.